Our next speaker is Jasper Wesseling, who is Deputy DG of Business and Innovation, Ministry of Economic Affairs, the Netherlands. Thank you.
Naturally, I'm very glad to be here. Also from a personal experience out of the United States, I might say. I studied there at a quite small university, not a very rich university, but we studied in excellent surroundings, and many of the buildings and facilities were donated by charity, or as we will say today, by philanthropy. So from that point of view, I think it's nice to be here, and as was mentioned, this is not a US phenomenon. In many centuries it was a European phenomenon, and I think out of the many good things that the increasing importance of governments and states have brought in Europe, I think it has not been a great stimulus for private initiative and philanthropy. But I think we are at a changing moment. Today I will tell you something about the title of my speech, Solving Societal Challenges Together. And basically I have 2 points to make. How can we solve societal challenges? And secondly, why should we do it together? And before I do so, it was already mentioned, the Euphoria study, indicating that already in Europe, 5 billion is available for research and innovation through philanthropic initiatives. But if we realize that in the USA, this figure a couple of years ago was already 30 billion, 6 times as large, we can see that it's worthwhile to sit together here today and tomorrow and to get closer to that large number of 30 billion. Now, to my first point, solving societal challenges. There, of course, being from the Ministry of Economic Affairs and responsible for innovation, I will tell you that innovation is the key to solving those challenges. We should innovate to solve global societal challenges, because imagine yourself 50 years from now, if we do not innovate, how can we feed 10 billion people? How can we create an affordable healthcare system? And how can we make sure that our cars still drive if there is no oil available? For all these issues, we need innovation. But that makes it a problem. And in fact, I think most of these issues are not a problem, but also an opportunity, because the problems of today are the markets of tomorrow. So we need an attitude, a society that's open to innovation and to entrepreneurs. And I think in Europe we have much more of that spirit than we think available. But we have to make use of it, and that requires, I think, a good governance, a good system to put the people around the table, as Mr. Bishop indicated. You want to be around the table, you want to be present, you want to give your input, and you want to be an influencer. And in the Netherlands and in many other countries in Europe, we are working in public-private partnerships, and they exactly provide that table where you sit around and together can solve societal challenges and together can formulate an agenda for innovation. In the Netherlands, and today we are in the Netherlands, and this is the country I know most about, we do this through a sectoral approach where we align industry, research and government along sectoral lines like chemistry or agriculture. But that's only the organizing element. The issues we address are not business issues, they're societal issues. Solving issues around agriculture, solving issues around chemistry. And these public-private partnerships get together by themselves, but we found out that the government can play a very effective role, getting people around the table and having a sort of neutral play around the table. And last but not least, we have introduced a financial scheme, and the conference is also about financial schemes. Financial schemes where we top up from the government any private contribution to research and innovation, we top it up by 25%. And that's maybe not large, but it's interesting, and it creates certainly a larger amount of money for this research, and it's also possible to get around the table through that money of 25%. Let me give you one example where we recently sat around the table and made agreements for a number of years. And this is in the field of cancer, or rather oncology. There, people in the Netherlands are often confronted, of course, with cancer. 100,000 people are diagnosed with cancer, and unfortunately, nearly 40% of them die within 5 years after this diagnosis. And that is a way too large number. And together with the Dutch Cancer Foundation, we are setting up a new institute to accelerate the development of a better cancer treatment. And of course, we use an innovative model that combines excellent research with first-class technology transfer. This is a new agreement that we made just 2 weeks ago. And we will bring together top scientists in hopefully world-class institute. And we have a lot of expertise in the Netherlands in this field, but so far they were very much on their own, separate, and now we really made them join forces, and we are confident that this will bring much more benefits to all these people that are confronted with cancer. And there are more examples where through our approach of public-private partnerships, we got people around the table, and where through private investments, through philanthropy and our top-up, we made a significant contribution to research, hopefully to innovation, and I'm glad to say, I think also to solving these societal challenges. And today and tomorrow, you will be working on this field much more, and I'm happy that you do so, and I'm happy that I could make this contribution. Thank you for your attention.